What's up? Good morning, everybody. So I got my 2006 Cobalt SS supercharged in the shop today. I've had this car for a while. It was my daily driver for a couple of months, and then I got the Ultima running, and I used it until I just sold it last weekend, or just yesterday. So I ordered some urethane motor mounts and a flex pipe, because these cars are notorious for the motors moving around too much and it cracks the exhaust. So I got the parts to replace the flex pipe, and I got the mounts in. So right now I got the car jacked up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the exhaust, pull it out so I can work on it out here, and I'm going to weld in the new one. Just basically cut out the cracked flex pipe, put in the new flex pipe, weld it back on. Hopefully it goes easy. And then the hard and fun part, which I imagine is not going to be easy, is replacing the front and back urethane motor mounts. That's the ones that they usually replace. And probably next week I'll order this guy right here. This one tends to move around a lot, but most importantly I'm doing the front and the back ones today, because those are the ones that always tend to mess up on it. And this one, it's not really too fixed up. It runs 15 pounds of boost. It's got a cold air intake. It's got 60-pound injectors with a pre-downloaded tune from, I think, ZZP who does it. And it's just got a little fart can on the back. And that's basically about it. It's just a really fun little daily driver with AC and everything. So, you know, you can enjoy boost and be cool at the same time. But once I do that, I am most definitely going to have to replace the clutch. If I try to get on it really bad and really get to it, you can feel the clutch slipping and it starts to smell. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to replace the motor mount, and then I'm going to drive it normal. If you drive it normal, it's perfectly fine. I'll just drive it normal for a couple of weeks till I decide on what clutch I want. I'm going to do some research, and then I'll just drop the subframe and drop the transmission, replace the clutch. They're rather expensive. They're about $400 for like the cheapest one I saw, and that was for like a stage 1. So I'd like to do a clutch and flywheel. That's what I usually do. But on this one, I think it's just going to be the clutch. This isn't meant to be a build or anything like that. It's not meant to go fast. I just wanted something, or it's not meant for racing like a lot. I just wanted something that I could daily drive that's got plenty of pep and that's fun. And I love the supercharger sound. So I might even go back with the stock clutch, but I doubt it. Well, I doubt it, because the one that's in there right now can't handle the 15 pounds from the supercharger, so I don't think a new one would handle any much more. But yeah, so I'm gonna start dropping the exhaust, and I'll get back to you once I do that. Hopefully with some luck I'll be done with it this weekend. Okay, so I got the pipe off, and where we had the problem was right here. So I know you can't see it, you know, in the video through the camera, or all of this right here, this entire piece from like here all the way around to like back here, it's all gone. It's all cracked. And this flex pipe, it does have this braided stuff on it, but on the inside, it's got that accordion style flexible metal. It's just no good. So the one I ordered is this one, and it's braided on the outside and on the inside. So I'm pretty sure this is a straight braid, you know, all the way through. So this should have a lot more flex than this piece, and I got it a little longer, and basically you can just about see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut it like right here, and then I'll cut it over here, probably a little bit more, you know, in front of that, like right there. And I'm gonna cut this piece out, and then I'm gonna go back under there and bolt up the exhaust on both sides. And then I'll get this in there and mock it up where it's supposed to be. I'll put like 2 tacks on each side, and then I'll unbolt it, bring it out, weld it up outside, and then put it back in, and I'll weld it up. So I got that off, and if you're wondering, 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 15 millimeter. Unplug the secondary O2 sensor, and then it's just a 2-bolt. One here, one there. It's actually a nut. On mine it was 17 millimeter. On another one it might be something else, but that's what was on mine. So that's basically it for it to come off. I suggest you pre-soak them if you for a few days, if you already know you're going to do the job. That way they're nice and soft when you get them off. And let me get up under here. I'm going to show you. Let me get my light. Okay. Okay, so right here you got 1, 2, just look at the top of the little light. That's the only way I can point at it. 2, and then right behind that plug is 3. You got 3 bolts there, and then 3 bolts here. Take all those bolts out, and the mount up here will come out all as one piece. And you can definitely put something under it to support it if you're worried about the motor falling on you or something. Mine still has this mount, transmission mount somewhere up there, and then the motor mount on the passenger side. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'll have my jack right there just in case. I'll just kind of prop it up under there. But if you're doing the mounts, I would suggest that you pull the exhaust for the back one. It'll be way easier with it just out of the way, to get that stuff wiggled out. So before I even go and put the exhaust in, I'm going to get this mount out. I'm going to, well, I've seen them press it out and then press the new one in. I'm going to do it like I did the DSM on Richard's car. I'm going to burn the rubber out, then cut the metal ring out. And you're supposed to press the other one in, because it's actually got a lip on it, and I'll show you all that when I get to it. But I'm hoping with some, backwoods ingenuity, or with just, hitting it with the hammer like we did on Richard's, and some grease, it'll just pop right in. So we'll see how that goes. I'd really hate to have to press it in, because then that means my car would have to sit for a few days, because obviously, everything's closed on the weekend. That does that kind of stuff. So I'll let you know as soon as I get it out here in a few minutes, and I'll show y'all what I got. Okay, so got the bracket out. I took it all out in one piece, and this is the mount that's gonna go in there. It's gonna slide in here. And look at this. This thing is, it might not look bad in the video, but it's just got so much movement. You can rock it back and forth like nothing. Yeah, I'm not surprised that these mounts bust like that. But it is a see, it's urethane mount control, made in the USA, so that's awesome. I'm all about whenever I can buy products from the US, I'll do it. I love supporting our country. Let's see, part number, oh, here we go. So there it is, Cobalt SS motor mount insert, 05 to 06, and for the turbo as well. I bought 2 of them, front and back, and altogether it was like less than 60 bucks shipped. I ordered it from Modern Automotive Performance. I think they're based out of Houston. I had no trouble with any of my transaction whatsoever, so I was very happy with that. So, good on them. But they're a very well established. They're a very well established business. But I'm fixing to, I think I'm just going to sawzall that mount out, because it's a little different than the one on the Eclipses. I think I might just be able to sawzall it out. I don't know. I might light it on fire. I don't know. We'll see. And then, once I got it out, let's see if I can. There is a ring in there. You can kind of see it. I'll see if I can cut that ring out, and then I'll get the other one pressed in. So I'll show you what I got in a minute. Alright guys, so I got it done. As you can see here, I got the front one. I took it off. I burned the rubber piece, and I was mistaken. There's actually not a metal ring inside of these like it is on the Eclipse. Literally it's just rubber, so I just got it soft enough with the fire, and then I just kind of scraped it out. And these have a lip on each side, and really I don't see how you're supposed to get it on without tearing the lip. So what I did is I just ground down around the edges to where there was no lip, and then I just pushed it in with the hammer. I put some WD-40 on it, and shouldn't be no problem because it's sandwiched in between here, so shouldn't move around. And this one is basically just an 18 millimeter. me see, 18mm bolt right there that you can see, and then 2 on the other side. Slips off real easy. And then I did the same with the back one. Already got it on. And then I also got my flex pipe welded on. So I'm fixing to let it down and crank her up and see how she does, but that's it.